welcome everyone to this recording of the Hartman family event called Deepen. It was originally given to the extended family of Ray and Janice Hartman, and my name is Carl Hartman, great-grandson of Ray and Janice. The event was originally given January 3rd, 2021, and there's a few things in the recording that are a bit different than the actual day of, and so there'll be breakout rooms that happen halfway through, and you'll be invited just to go to a different video to hear those talks, depending on the age group. And then just at the beginning of the recording, some stuff was missed, and so I'm just going to give a quick backstory that throughout the fall semester of 2020, I was sharing a lot about the faith that my family has passed on to me. And then where the recording picks up is that one morning in early December 2020, I woke up and was inspired to do this event. And that's what you're going to hear coming up here. Enjoy.
But then just one morning, I woke up, and like instantly as I woke up, it was like, you're going to do a Zoom event. It's just what's going to happen. You're just going to do an event and go for it. And I've had these ideas in the past, so I really actually second guessed it and really like sat on it for, I think, about 5 days. I really just sat on it by myself, trying to determine what this all was all about. And then after about that time, I sent out an email to a bunch of cousins who I figured would be available and interested, and some of them got back to me. And so we have Chris and Sandy jumped on, Glenn jumped on, and Mike jumped on. And really what talking to each one of them really confirmed was Mike had really a word of thinking that like there's a song about like a blessing in the family, blessing going on from generation to generation. And that really pointed to something else I had doing. So I'll just share a quick picture here of Simon Hartman with his wife, Barbara. And so that this image was, I think you can see it, what is in the Hartman family, I guess you call it the heritage. And I saw it and I just noticed the fact that he's got a rosary on his knee and she's holding a Bible. And I was like, oh, interesting. That's an interesting thing that we got here, that this is really part of who we are, and being able to see that it's gone on for generations and generations, this faith, and even grandma and grandpa, just looking at them and their witness. So Mike jumped on, had a word about the blessing there, and then we had Holy Family Sunday, and that was my original plan, was to host this on that day, but just for scheduling some stuff, it wasn't going to work. But the readings and looking at like the idea of the domestic church, I'll explain what that is in a minute. And but then the readings for January 1st, Holy Mother, Most Holy Mother of God, uses a scripture verse from number 6, which is often known as like the Irish blessing, or it's a blessing, a prayer of blessing, and that word just really confirmed what was going on here. So Chris, would you be able to read that verse from Numbers? You got it?
No, we don't have it.
Okay, I'll just pull her open here.
Okay, sorry, Carl.
Not a problem. So Numbers 6:22 reads, "The Lord said to Moses, say to Aaron and his sons, thus you shall bless the sons of Israel. You shall say to them, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. So shall they put my name upon the sons of Israel, and I will bless them." And so that verse, there's a song that I sent out in the email that really just continues to really just continues to say those words. And Mike actually had the inspiration there to the family to sing that to Grandma and Grandpa, and so they ended up doing that as a family. And Mike said it was a blessing for him, and I hope said it was really a blessing for Grandma and Grandpa as well. Just because it talks about the song really talks about going from to your children and their children and their children, and what do we have here? Like we have this is so Kuno, he's been on here, he's probably gone to his room at this point so that Chris and Sandy can do their thing, but he's the 8th generation from Simon. And so it's just like seeing this generation to generation. Yeah, so really what is coming up and what we're going to look at here and dive into is just the basics of the faith. Like, why do we have faith? Where does it come from? And how do we go deeper? And so what we're looking at here, and the hope really is of this event is that we'll be able to like communicate how directly you can pass on the faith to your children, what that looks like, and even what a blessing that can be for your own faith life, for the faith of your children, for the faith of your parents, like just enculturating this thing instead of having, because I really grew up with just knowing like we have faith just because, and that was the extent of a lot of what I heard, and not fully, I didn't listen fully, but just seeing that there's more to it than just because, and that we can actually explain that. And so yeah, so and the idea that we have to pass it on. I can't just have faith because my parents have faith. I have to choose it for myself. And we're just going to break out into some breakout rooms. But the promise here really is that whatever you invest in the spiritual life of your family will not go unimpacted. You will have a happier family. That's been my experience. That continues to be a great blessing. And so, yeah. But not sure if you have anything there, Glenn, you wanted to add in here. So yeah, we got Glenn, Chris, Sandy, and Mike who are on the team here who are going to be helping out.
No, you just make yeah, it's just interesting. I'm just observing, just like as being an uncle, you just get to observe a lot of young ones running around, and it's cool just how often they're asking the question why. And then I've just like reflecting back on my own faith journey, and it's not until really I started asking the question why does it start to grow. So as like, and that's what kids are looking for, right? When they're asking the why, it's because they don't know the answer and everything like that. So it's just, again, like you had to reiterate what Carl's talking about. It's just in order to go deeper, we have to continue to ask the question why, however old they are.
Perfect. Thank you. So just a few Zoom keeping details, I guess. Yeah, just keep it PG. This is a family show. And so everybody's looking good here. No Zoom bombs right now, so that's perfect. But what we're looking at is if you got a notebook, feel free to take notes. If you got a Bible, have that with you. What's going to happen is I'm going to open up some breakout rooms, and you get to pick the category that you're going to. Like you'll pick the one that you go to. Even if you're an aunt and uncle and you think you're a cousin that's high school age and younger, please don't go to that room. That's even though you're young at heart, we're gonna do the explicit bounds. But thanks for showing up. So we'll open those up, and then everybody can kind of go off to their own rooms. And what's gonna happen is, yeah, like Chris and Sandy are gonna be with the married cousins. Mike's gonna take care of the university age and up cousins, and Glenn's gonna be with the high school and younger, and the aunts and uncles. my aunts and uncles are stuck with me. And so just go to those rooms, and then what's going to happen is we're going to try and just debrief, just even my intro here, like what does it mean to have faith? How do you pass it on? What does it look like for that blessing? And then the idea would be to try and stay muted. We're going to try and record this, and the real reason is to record it is for those who aren't here, just for a learning experience for me and for others, like to look at my own speaking habits so I can review this and see where areas I can grow in, but also for that further to be able to reach out to other families possibly. There's definitely going to be, it's mainly going to be the talks, just a speaker that's recorded. So especially with the high school and younger, there'll be just not the, just be less, recording just because of age stuff. And so the kids won't be recorded. That's the plan at least. And then after that 30 minutes, you'll go there, and then we'll come back, and right away we'll jump into just a few worship songs. And then after that, we'll invite the families to go and pray together. That'll be explained further later on. So really the promise and the hope is this event is regardless of the age you find yourself at. We're all called to go deeper into a relationship with God, and that's a personal relationship that I've been blessed to experience. And you're called to receive the blessing from God. It's an actual gift of blessing that He wants to give fullness of life, and so that you can also share that with others. So I'm gonna open the breakout rooms here, and I think that is all I got to share. So if you jump into some breakout rooms, and we'll see you back here all together in about half an hour.
So as you look at this slide on the screen, you're going to see that there's different videos listed for different age groups. And so you're going to have to leave this video and go to one of the video that applies to you. For the university age and older, that video was never recorded. So sorry about that, but the other ones are available to listen to. And once that ends, you can go to the post breakout session main room video, and there we'll have some worship and some prayer time, and everything will be found in there for the remainder of this event. Enjoy your breakout sessions.